Hello everyone, I'm Buddy1927. Today I'll be showing you how I set up my forestry industry, from laying out the roads, to the collection of the resources, to the production of the resources. So if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and bell. That way you know when the latest videos that I do come along. Okay guys, as you can see, we got two industries right here. We got our ore industry, which we set up last episode, and we got our forestry industry right here. As you can see, we have a major highway that goes right between them, and we put in this intersection, which I'll show you real quick, and this is called the Cloverleaf Interchange. And as you can see, I like this intersection because it has a lot of ways to let traffic get connected through and doesn't cause the backups as other interchanges do. Okay, and the reason why we're using this is because we want direct access from our industries to the highway. So if you take a look at our roads that we set up for the forestry section, we got the highway coming right into this main roundabout, which is also a highway. It branches off to this. Now these on-ramps are both highway. This is a 6-lane highway that is connected, which we can branch off there into our forest intersection. And we're using small industry roads, so we branch off into the trees to our resources. Okay, now we got this, which is highway connected to this roundabout, which also branches off onto 6-lane highways. The reason why we want this is a lot of traffic is going to be coming back and forth on these major roads, because we're going to be branching off here off these roads. And we also got this set up the same way. This is a highway connection to the next roundabout, and as you can see, we got our 6-lane roads branching off and also doing this. Now, the reason why I got the roads laid out this way is for the main key reason. Okay, our resources are right here. These are our main resources, and we can buy tiles to expand the resources if we need to. This area right here, I could use this for resources too, in this section right here, but our main resources are going to be coming from here. So this is going to be our production area right here, where we store our trees, process the trees to planks, to other processes that we will go through in this process. So that's the main reason why we have the roads set up the way we do. Okay guys, next we're going to set up our forestry industry, and I've already laid out the district, but I will show you the district. As you can see, I have my district set up. I included our production area, which has to be included in your layout of your farming. You just click on your industry area that you want to paint. You paint out the area that you want to paint out and go from there. So we did that. Now what we are going to do is come down here and on our garbage and industry, we're going to click our trees, and that brings up this menu. Okay guys, the building that we're going to click on is the forestry main building, and we want to place it right here. And it opens up this menu, which gives us a sawmill, a small tree plantation, and a small log yard. So now we got these things set up. Since I've already laid out my small road, I'm going to plant 10 of these. 1 and 10. So we got 10 small tree farms. Next, what we want to do is actually set up I'm going to set up a storage area, and I'm going to also set up a production area. So what I'm going to do is actually set up our production. I'm using the small industry small industry road. And what we'll do is we'll go back to our industries, and our first thing that we have is a sawmill, which is a production. So we want to put that right here, and we're going to set 2 of them up right here. And then our next thing that we are going to do is find a small log yard. So we're going to set that up right here. Now you must make sure that your water and your electricity are all connected. So water, I've already laid out the pipes, so we got plenty of water. Next we're going to set up our electricity, and I'm going to use the American telephone pole, and we're going to go straight off of here. We're going to come across here, and that should have our power. Plantations don't need power, but our main buildings here need power. So what I'm going to do next, you can see that the logs are coming in and traffic is coming into our area, and you can see that it's going to our storage industry area. Right now I have the small log yard set up for balance. You can have it filled or empty, but I like balance because what it does, it allows it to be filled, and then once it's filled, it can take the logs from here to the processing plants to be processed. So that helps us out a lot. That's one of the reasons why I keep it on balance. So what I'm going to do now is speed this up a little bit so we can get to our next level 2. Okay guys, as you can see, we made level 2, and what we have is a biomass pallet plant, a furniture factory, a sawdust storage, forestry workers barracks, and a small tree sampling field. So let's go ahead. One thing I do want to point out to you, if you watch during the montage, you'll see vehicles coming in, loading up here, unloading their trucks to here. And you'll see a truck that will come maybe once in a while to here and to here. Out of here and come back here. What that is doing is they're taking the resources from this storage facility to actually help build the needs of the processing plants. And then every once in a while you saw a truck that will come out of here, out of these processing plants, and just go on to the highway. What that is doing is selling the wood planks like this guy right here is doing. He's going off. He's going the wrong way. He's going off, and he's going to be selling the products going out to other cities and to any commercial buildings that need it. Eventually they will be selling their products when we set up our factories. So the next thing that we need to do is actually set up our new items that we just got in. So the first thing we want to do is let's do the tree sampling, and I'm actually going to do that over here. Set up a road first, and we'll set it right here. Do the top one right here. I'll reconnect that here in a second. Okay, what we are going to do is take our tree sapling field, and we're going to just put it right here. We're going to put it 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make another road. And we'll do this again. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well, we got 9 samplings going on now. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is build a forestry workers barracks. So we're going to put one here, here and one there. That should be enough for right now. So the next thing that we are going to get is we're going to set up the biomass plant, and we're going to put 2 of them down. One here and one here. And the next thing we got is the Sawdust Mill. So we're going to put that right next to storage. So we're going to put that right next to small yard, log yard, and this holds the same thing. This holds, as you can see, raw forest products, and this holds raw forage products. They just call this a Sawdust Mill, and they both take forestry products. And what I am going to do right now is set up another thing here. Let's make another road right here. Connect that. No, we don't want to connect it to the highway. But what I am also going to do is set up a couple small warehouses. So we'll click on our warehouse, we'll go to small warehouse, and we'll put one right here and one right next to it. And what we will do is store paper in that one, so all our paper product will go from there. And I think we have one for plain timber. Yeah. So instead of selling it for right now, we are going to actually store. And the reason behind that is because once we get our factories, we'll have a supply of products that we can automatically ship to our factory. We will also be setting up a storage warehouse for our factories by our factories. We're going to set up all our factories together. So what I'm going to do next is actually pause the video until we reach the next level. So be right back. Okay guys, we've reached level 3 in our forestry industry, and we received the printing press, which is the factory, a medium tree plantation, and a large log yard. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and get 10 of the medium tree plantations up and running, which is this way, which is this one right here. And we're going to get 10 of them because we want to get our wood product production up, our resources production up. And we always want to make sure we have enough resources coming in so we can make money. All the excess resources can be sold off, so don't worry about the I think that one's going to, yep, that one's not going to fit, so we'll put that one there, and that's 10. And that's 10. So let's go ahead and get our, log yard, large yard log, which is this one right here. We're going to put that right there. Okay, we've run into a little problem. We got our large log yard set up, and we have it to balance. So we got that going, and we got some more production of our resources. So let's go ahead and put the video on pause, and I'll bring it back when we're level 4. Okay guys, we've reached level 4. We have a engineered wood plant, we have a soft factory, we have a wood chip storage, we have forestry maintenance building, we have a large sapling fields, and we have a forestry service building. So let's take a look and see what we got. Let's take care of the forest sampling thing, and we're going to put that also right next to our small ones here in that little section. So what we're going to do is get our small industrial road and make sure it's set up right. Let's get our small industrial road right here, run it right up here as far as we can get it without it connecting. Then we'll go to our forestry section, we'll go down to our large sapling area, put one there, 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 and that one there. Okay, now we got that all taken care of. Let's see something. We got greenhouses here, fields here. So what do we got for option here? Fields and greenhouses. So we'll put a couple of those as greenhouses. Let's make that into a greenhouse. We'll put half. And we'll select half greenhouse, half fields. So that's not bad. Okay, our next thing is going to be our engineered wood plank. So we're going to put 2 of them right here. 1, 2. Okay, our next thing is going to be wood chip storage, which is going to be placed right here. There we go. We got that set up. Make sure that's set to balance, and it is. And it also stores the same thing as other ones for our forestry projects. Okay, we got this forestry service building. We're going to put that right there, and that's going to help us with our DLC. Build this road here, and let's connect here. Okay, and we got our forestry. That's going to help with our natural disasters, so that's going to be good. Go back to our forestry, and we'll go all the way down here to our maintenance buildings. Our maintenance buildings help us with storage. Ooh, that's big right there. And we'll put a couple right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we've got our maintenance buildings. Okay, and I forgot to show you with our barracks, we actually get 135% work efficiency, and with our maintenance buildings, we'll get 135 storage efficiency, which means we can store a little bit more, and with the barracks, we can actually work a little bit faster. So that's good. There is one thing I forgot to do, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now while I'm thinking about it. We'll take our forestry, come right off of here, okay, go to here, and then come straight down to here, and we can actually connect this to this. So what I'm going to add is we're going to add fire protection. We'll put it right here, so it's easy to spread out. We're going to add police protection, so we'll add it right there. And we are also going to set up ambulance station right here, so it'll help out with our health for our workers. And we got everything set up. So our next goal is actually level 5. Okay, the forestry building will help put fires out. It will send helicopters and put out woods fires and some other buildings. So we do have fire coverage now for our industry, for the plants, for our buildings around here. And we have fire coverage for our trees. So our next level is level 5. So I'll go ahead and pause the video here and go to the next level. I'll come back when we reach level 5. Okay guys, we've reached level 5. We got a pulp mill, a modular house factory, and the large tree plantation. So we've reached the maximum. Since we got some large tree plantations, let's go ahead and put those in. Can always boost our tree population. Let's go here. And the large, we'll just place right here. And 5. Okay, we got that going. I keep on getting turned around here. I do want to do something here. Let's put in another road. Okay. Put another industrial road there. And let's connect that there. Yeah, we can do that. That gives them a little bit of a shortcut. And we'll come straight down to here. Okay. Next we are going to put in our pulp mill. Okay, next we're going to put in our pulp mill. We'll put one right here. Okay, we're going to get a second one in. And we'll put 1 and 2. So we've got a total of 3. And the pulp mills make paper. So we got our engineering. That's our biomass pellet. Then we got engineering, which is plain timber, and our sawmills, which are plain timber. So I'll tell you what we are going to do is add a couple more plain timber engineered plants. Let's see, we can get one there, and we'll get one here, one there, and we can't get one there. So we got a couple more of that. We got a couple big factories making paper. We got a couple small factories making paper. So we are actually doing pretty good. Let's take a look overall. It actually looks pretty good. We have our maintenance and barracks over here. We have our storage over here. We have our processing plants over here. We got our plantation farms over here. We got our saplings over here. So we're doing pretty good right now. So all in all, I think we've done a fine job. So let's take a look at our budget, and we'll go to there. Right now we're only making $3.56 profit. Now we're gaining 400 some odd profit. It takes a while for the wood industry to go, and actually all these industries to go, because until we get 2 factories, which we only have 2 factories, and you can see the factories right now are making 25,000 or 30,000 right now, and you can see how these are very small. But once we get the factories up and running, and they start buying, the factories start buying from our resources, which is forestry, our farming, our ore, and our oil, we should end up making a heck of a lot more money than what we are now. Right now we're making $47,000 extra, and that is 40.39% of our total income for the city, before we minus all of our resources like the helicopter schools and stuff like that. 20.67% of that is actually expenses, which is added to our total budget. Let's take a look at our budget here, and we'll take a look at the total budget, and you can see we're making money here, and you can see that we have a lot of expenses over here. Right now we are making $6,000, $8,000 $11,000, $10,000, keeps on changing. But okay, as you can see, these industries are generating some income right now. But once we again get to the factories, our factories will start buying from our resources, both raw material plus processed materials that we have done in our industries. That's one of the reasons why I want to try to keep the industries separate from everything else. And we'll go ahead and with the store, if we set up a storage facility, materials that come from our industries will be stored off site to another place. Even though we'll have storage in each of our facilities, we'll have a larger storage facility that can be kept filled until our factories need the materials to process and manufacture goods. And then those goods are sold off to our commercial areas, and any excess goods end up going to other cities, making more money for us. So after we get those 2 set up, the next thing that we are going to be setting up is our cargo railroad and our cargo seaport and our cargo airport. So those will be the last 3 items that we are going to do for this industry series, which will help us make more money because we're shipping items out. So I'd like to thank you for watching. You all have a great day. Check out these videos here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.